Bring back the draft? A divisive home front battle will loom over any major war. And this article just coming out today. Now, I've got some pretty shocking news to share with you on this, and there's been a lot coming out on this. Take a look. It has been trending. People searching, is there going to be a U.S. draft? And at first you might think no. However, wait till you see some of the more recent articles that have been coming out on this. Fact checkers saying that no, the United States is not bringing back the draft. However, what might be surprising to you is the reason why and how this still might be a possibility. Now, take a look at this. A draft can only be ordered through an act of Congress, which is not considering doing so because we are currently not in a war at this moment. So in other words, they're saying legally, President Joe Biden cannot issue an executive order to reinstate the draft. However, Congress can do so if they feel that it is needed when we are in a time of war. Take a look at this. Military recruiting woes worry voters, but most still oppose the draft, as they're saying if we were to enter into war at this time, we do not have enough people in our U.S. military. And take a look at this. Military draft needed in the U.S. A letter just issued a couple weeks ago. I'm going to be sharing this with you as they're saying, we need it. We do not have enough armed forces. And take a look at the article that just came out today. It says the United States Army is facing a dire combination of recruiting shortfalls and shrinking individual ready reserves. The shrink, they cite, is alarming. The individual ready reserve, which stood with 700,000 in 1973, 450,000 in 1994, well, today it's only 76,000, 1/10 of what we had in our armed forces in 1973, which was 50 years ago. These numbers cannot fill the existing gaps in the active forces, let alone any casualty replacement or expansion during a large-scale combat operation. Large-scale combat operations troop requirements may well require a reconceptualization of the 1970s and 1980s volunteer force and a move toward partial conscription, aka reinstating the draft, or a partial conscription would unleash powerful social, political, and cultural shockwaves throughout America, and I'm pretty sure we all would be in shock to hear that they would be sending essentially Gen Z into war if the United States were forced into World War III.